Today's goal is I can divide shapes into 2 and 4 equal shares and use words to describe those shares. Today we're going to be learning about the words halves and fourths. The circle is cut in halves. How many shares does the circle have? Halves means 2 shares. So another way to think about it is, if this was a pizza, how many people could you share it with? Well, the way it's cut right now, you can only share it with 2. So this is 1 share, 2 shares. And again, it's cut in halves. Halves means that there's 2 of them. 2 halves makes a whole rectangle. So you put 2 halves together and you have a whole rectangle. 1 half of this square is purple, and then obviously the other half is yellow. This circle is divided into 4. We can call the shares quarters. And you might be thinking of money, like, oh, I know the word quarters, that's a kind of coin. Well, that's the same. The word quarters comes from the same thing. 4 quarters is $1. So 4 quarters makes a whole circle. 4 quarters makes a whole dollar. So those words are related. So that's a way to maybe remember it. 4 quarters makes a whole rectangle. 1 quarter of the rectangle is purple. And another word you might hear for this is fourths, because there's 4 pieces. So if you hear the word fourths and you hear the word quarters, it means the same thing. Which shape shows the statement below? 1/2 blue. Which one shows 1/2 blue? Well, this one's cut into 3, so it can't be halves. This one's cut into 4, so that can't be halves. Remember, halves is cut into 2. So the correct answer is C. 1/2 of C is blue. Which shape shows the statement below? 1 quarter yellow. Okay, the first one, it is cut into quarters. However, it's not shaded yellow, and there's 1, 2, 3 quarters shaded yellow. The second one, cut into quarters. One of them's yellow. And then let's look at this last one. 2 of the quarters are yellow. So the correct answer is B. That is 1 quarter yellow. Which shape shows the statement below? 1/2 yellow. This one's a little trickier. Which one shows 1/2 yellow? Well, this first one, only a quarter of it is yellow, right? It's divided into 4 pieces and just 1 is shaded. The second one, it's not even yellow at all, it's pink. And the whole thing's colored, and it's divided into halves, so it's not the correct answer. But the last one, you might be wondering, well, how is that 1/2 yellow? Because it's divided into 4. But pretend this line wasn't here. Now it looks like half of it's yellow. So 2 quarters and 1/2, it's the same thing. So even though it's divided into quarters, the fact that there's 2 quarters makes it half. Shade in the shape to match the statement below. 1/2. So I'm gonna go get my Show Me app out. And you should do the same. Okay, so I'm going to start by drawing the shape that they had. There was a rectangle cut in half. And it says that we need to shade 1/2. So just 1/2, not 2 halves. There we go, 1/2 shaded. 1/4. So let's draw the shape. Once again, a rectangle. And it's divided into fourths. So we're just shading 1/4. I'm gonna erase this little part that fell out. There we go, 1/4 is shaded. Shade 1/4. This one's divided into quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it just says to shade one of them. There you go. Okay, how do we feel about this? What shape shows 1/4 green? Hopefully you picked the answer A. It's divided into quarters and one of them is green. B is cut into halves, so 1/2 is green. And then finally for our challenge, fill in the blank to make the statement true. 1/4 is the same as 1/2. Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke. The question is 1/4. I misread that, sorry. 1/4 is the same as 1/2, quarter, divide, or share. If you remember at the beginning of the lesson, I told you that 1/4 is the same thing as 1/4. So the correct answer is actually B, quarter. It's the same as 1/4. And that's it for today.